Hi, it's Harry Redknapp here. You're listening to a proper podcast. It's the Alan Hudson Podcast. It's proper football, proper talk.
You were a regular contributor to Saint and Greavsie, weren't you? Around about the time that it was at its height.
Yeah, my first national TV job, Tony. I sort of crept into TV from local radio in the sort of late 80s. Worked for Granada Television. I'm from the Northwest. I'm from Bury originally, but I was working in Liverpool at the time. And, the regional ITV companies, you'll remember, were much bigger in our lives than they are now. Nearly everything on ITV is now network. You might get some local news a couple of times a day. But then Granada and Yorkshire and ATV and Thames and LWT, Grampian would make their own programs. Anglia would make their own programs. So I was part of Granada, and Saint did a couple of co-commentaries with me in my early television days. I'd done a load with him on radio. I mean, it's another story we can tell. He was sat next to me at the Heysel Stadium the night I was went to see a football match and finished up counting bodies. But yeah, when I started in regional TV, they used some of the regional reporters on some of the reports for Saint and Greavsie, and I became a regular. And most Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, I'd be hacking it around the country with a camera crew, compiling a film report for Saturday Saint and Greavsie. On Friday, I'd make my way down to London to the famous studios on the South Bank, right there on the river, and we'd do the edit and put it all together. On the Friday night, they were always recording. You remember the Friday Night Live show with Ben Elton and Loads of Money and everything? Then they always had a great band on live, and we'd go and watch that. I'd stay over in a hotel. I still lived in the northwest of England. And then Saturday morning, we'd be around just sort of helping with the show. And then we'd have if I said we had a drink in the bar afterwards, of course, Jimmy didn't. Jimmy was like the Lone Ranger. You get to the end of the show and suddenly you turn around and Jimmy'd be gone because he couldn't come into the bar. Yeah. But Saint had hold court there all afternoon. Yeah. And they were just, I mean, anything, Alan, you'll remember probably your early days in a first team more than anything, because that's exciting. That's when all your dreams are coming true. That's when you're at your most impressionable. And every time I drive past the South Bank and just look at that fairly ugly square building, it's just full of treasured memories for me working on Saint and Greavsie. Yeah.